Hello guys, Father Serge here, and I'm going to share some thoughts with you about this very important and interesting topic, conflicts. And I hope you'll find it interesting and useful. And it's a hard-earned topic for me because, obviously I've had lots of conflicts with my life, in my family, with my partners and friends and colleagues and actually kids. Yeah, I've had tons of conflicts that I learned from that I didn't enjoy going through, but they turned out to be kind of beneficial for me. But the ideas that I'm going to share, I hope they will resonate with you and you will think about certain things and maybe decide to make certain changes in your life or in your head. So here it goes. Conflicts are unavoidable, right? So they say, and that's a popular belief, and I have to kind of agree with that. And yes, another thing is that people say conflicts, they can be good. You can learn from them. They give you wonderful lessons, and I have to agree with that as well. Conflicts are a natural part of life, and they can be beneficial. And it's true, but on the other hand, my personal experience is it's actually better to live without conflicts. Because it is like to say, illnesses are a natural part, an integral part of our lives, and we can just recover. We should just recover and learn from those illnesses and not repeat certain mistakes. It's true, but look, it's better without them. It's possible without them. This is my main message, guys. It is possible to have a relationship that is without conflicts. And it's not about some, heaven kind of situation, paradise, and out of this world, unreal. No, it can happen between 2, 3, whatever individuals here on this earth. How? Look, it is impossible not to have differences of opinions with other people. It is okay, and you constantly find yourself in a situation when you don't like the behavior of other people, especially if you're living with them. You don't agree with them, you don't like what they're doing, and it's normal, it's natural, but these two things, they do not automatically create the conflict. Because what is conflict? It's opposition. It's rivalry. It's like I'm going against you. And why does that happen? Because people choose to, because this is how they react to the disagreement that they have and to the fact that they don't like something about people's behavior. And this is a choice. Please remember that conflict is not something that is inevitable. Disagreement, it happens. You don't like someone's behavior? You can avoid that. You cannot avoid that. But what you can do is to choose not to turn it into a conflict. Because what creates a conflict is, for example, disrespect. You do not respect the people's boundaries, the personal borders of the personal life of another human being, and you choose to try to change them. Or you appear to be above them and you talk down to them. You think you're in some way superior, and you again want to change them, want to teach them something. And that is the choice you make, consciously or subconsciously, and you can retrain, you can reprogram your brain and just choose not to do it. Because it's about this. It's about I'm against you because I want to change you. And another part, the second part of the conflict is I refuse to understand you. I disagree with you, okay, that happens. I don't like some things that you do. It happens. I can't help that. Because there's me, there's my territory, there's my values, there's my principles, there's just a system of what I like, what I don't like, and I can't help it. You're different. I disagree. I don't like. That's okay. But I can choose to understand what is different from my system, what is different from my life, from my preferences and behaviors and so on and so forth. I can choose to say, you know what? I disagree with you. I don't like the things that you do, but actually I understand you. I mean, maybe even if I were you, I would be doing the same thing. I can choose to understand you. And this understanding will kill the conflict. If I understand you and I do not try to change you, there is no way there can be conflict between us. I mean, if you do the same, if we together do the same, if we understand each other, because we're human beings and we are actually very much alike, we make different choices, but the energies we work with, well, they're the same. They are the same. So I can choose to understand you. I can choose to say, well, that's your life, that's your freedom, you do what you want. I cannot change that. If I don't like it to the point where I cannot put up with it anymore, I can just leave, but it doesn't have to be conflict. I don't have to go up in arms against you, you know? That's a choice. I don't have to fight and be opposed to you. That's a choice. I can choose not to do it. I can say, I understand you, and I don't want to change you. It kills any conflict. You see what I mean? Do you agree with me? Write in the comments below. Well, I have this experience in my life. I've been doing like this for years, and it has helped me avoid conflicts. Maybe not altogether, not with all the people, but it has helped me to keep the number of conflicts in my life down and, well, sometimes even non-existent. So I know it's possible to live a happy, conflictless life, but still disagreeing with other people and telling them that you don't like something about them. As simple as that. You know what helped me? Humility. Humility. And this understanding that I am not better than others. Even though I disagree and I don't like something, I'm not better than others. So these are the words that I've been telling myself for decades. And these are the words that have created this attitude towards other people that allows me not to have conflicts with them. The attitude is, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes too. I can actually be wrong. I can actually, well, potentially, maybe I could do the same. I don't like what he did, but maybe I would do the same. I'm not a saint. I'm not clean, pure. No, maybe I would do the same. So how can I judge the person? I may not like it, but I have to accept that it's just part of me. What they do, it's potentially me and my action. So I'm not better. I'm not perfect. I could even be doing the same. And maybe this person is right. Maybe it's me who has to change something. I don't know, the way I look at the person, at the behavior, at the relationship. Maybe there's something I'm wrong about. Maybe I should change myself. Maybe that person is right and I'm wrong. I mean, at least to a certain extent. And I have to admit that. I should give that person the right to be right. I should admit that maybe I'm wrong and not perfect and I do wrong things as well. And I should say, look, you have all the freedom in the world to be yourself. I'm not going to restrict it by my expectations. I will allow you to be you. Do whatever you want. I'm not going to try to change you unless you want to yourself. I'm not perfect. You are right to do, you have the freedom and the right to do the things that you're doing. And I disagree with that. I don't like it. Well, it's not your problem. It's mine. Partly maybe, at least for sure. And look, do what you want. I respect that. I respect your freedom. I respect your choice. And I admit that maybe you're right and I'm wrong. And these three factors, they create this humility within me that makes understanding of other people pretty easy. It keeps my emotions down. I do not lash out at people. I keep my cool and I just listen without trying to disagree. Oh, you're wrong. Let me show you how you're wrong. No, that's not how I'm communicating. I'm listening to the people that I have conflict with, and I just say to myself, you know what? I think you're right. Partly you're right. I agree with you, or I see what you mean, and I understand you. That kills the conflict. At least on my part. And what I do next is like, but okay, I understand you here. Okay, how about you try to understand me? You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like it, but can you just share or give me this understanding? I give you my sincere understanding, you give me yours. We'll give each other freedom to be different and the right to be wrong and right, whatever. And that kills the conflict. And it's amazing. We can still learn from the experience of being, well, at odds with each other, but there shouldn't be any rivalry. Rivalry is a choice. This enmity between people is a choice that is not good. Disagreement is okay. Not liking is fine. But why can't we just always understand other people? But maybe there are a few exceptions, like there's always an exception to any rule. But we can understand. And we can develop that understanding. So if you understand now that it's hard for you to understand other people, to accept their differences, and not to feel that you're superior to them, you can learn to do that. Just tell yourself, spend decades telling yourself these things that I told you. You will find fewer and fewer conflicts in your life, and your life will be just easier, more fun. There'll be more pleasure and more connection with other people. Tell me what you think about it, and have a wonderful day.